part 2 of the fork seal tutorial. So now you want to slide this back on here. Slide your washer on top of it. You want to grab your new fork seal. At the package, and if you notice, one side is kind of flat, or you'll see a spring in it. On the factory ones, usually you can see the little spring inside. Okay, not really. But the other side has a little groove in it. The side with the groove goes down. So I don't like to touch this because basically any dust that gets between the fork seal and the tube itself can scratch it up, and then that'll cause it to leak before you even have it back together. So you get that on there, and just slide it down. Clean this off a little bit more, and now comes the part that everybody talks about, making a custom tool and dealing with all kinds of crap and it being really difficult. And that's because, straighten this out a little bit more. Whenever you put this down in here, there's no problem with this metal part going, but that little rubber seal just sits there on top. And you want to get that down, but you want to get it evenly down all the way, and you don't want to damage it in any way. So what you can do is you can buy a section of PVC pipe that will slip over this and then just hammer on the PVC pipe. I don't have any PVC pipe, so what I do is I just get the fork seal that I just pulled off, and I slide it down on there. And it's okay to let the fork collapse all the way. And then I get a towel like so, wrap it around, and basically what I'm doing is I'm going to get a flathead, put it on the old fork seal, and just hammer it. And that'll dry the fork seal. Don't hit it too much per time, because you see how it goes in crooked? You want to kind of seesaw back and forth. You don't want to get one side in too far.
I hold it. When it starts getting lower and lower, it gets harder and harder, so you got to give it more wax. Alright, that's almost in all the way, so we keep going around.
Alright, so now we have two fork seals stuck in here. So how do we get them out? Well, there you go. Don't pull it out all the way, because if you pull it out all the way till it hits, you're going to pop your new fork seal out of there. But if you just kind of hit it really fast, just kind of open it really fast, usually the fork seal will come out. And if it doesn't, take your screwdriver, slight angle like that, and then just hit it very lightly with a hammer on the end. And then after a few goes, you can probably do that and have it pop open. And so now what you want to do is you want to look in there, and there's that groove inside of there where that little snap ring goes back into. You want to make sure that the fork seal is below that groove. And mine is, so I'll take the old fork seal back off, and next is my snap ring. Now, another thing is, when you reassemble these, clean off every part that you put back in. It takes 2 seconds, and why the hell not? You don't want to put dirty parts in. And also, since you're going to be sliding stuff on the fork tube, you want to make sure it's clean, because whatever you're sliding down is going to pick up whatever dirt's on there. So you put that in there like that, and you want to compress it a little bit. And then if you just take your screwdriver and push. Sometimes they behave, sometimes they don't.
It's not too far.
Alright, so now you just want to make sure that it's in there, nice and good in that groove, which I just found a spot where it's not. And then give it a quick tug and make sure it won't move. And it won't move, it's in there. Now next is the dust seal. Do you mind balancing that for me? We want to go ahead and clean off the dust seal on the inside, outside, everywhere. And clean the tube again, since we handled it. We slide that down. And this, I kind of use the same method, except I take the bit out of the screwdriver and I hammer it like that. Just make sure it's nice and even all the way around. Can you hold that again?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, up next is the little protector, and that goes to this little nub. The nub that's only on one side. So that little nub there is only on one side. We want to go ahead and put that right there. And there's actually a little groove where this little thing right here fits in that little groove, so you can't really put it on wrong. And you don't even really need a screwdriver for that, just a hammer. And that little pinging you here, you want to try and avoid that. And not be an idiot like me.
Minute.
Huh?
Minute left.
And it's on there. Now up next, we want to put our dampening rod in there. And this video is going to end pretty soon too, so I guess this will be a 3-part video. So we slide our, actually, we're going to clean this off first. Kata, can you balance that?
Mm-hmm.
Clean that off, nice and good.
10.
10 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
I think in 10 seconds, so end of this video. See you next time.